Alright guys, this is a big one today. So this is a game that we actually did a kind of like a preview of, or well, just a video on like a year ago. Feels like a year, called Kristala. Now the company actually reached out to me and gave me a free Steam key to basically go through what's already made. Now this game is very far from being completed. In fact, we have a roadmap here. It looks like it's going to take about 2 years to finish. So it says literally December 2025. It's probably going to be pushed to 2026 if I were to guess. Timelines never really work out. But I told them I would at least start the walkthrough. So what's nice about this is like, when we do the Dark Souls walkthroughs, usually those are like 20 hours worth of content that we kind of bang out in streams. This is kind of nice because it's already kind of segregated out for me, or segmented out. I shouldn't say segregated, but segmented out for me. So I think we're going to do this part now, and then as episodes come out, we'll do the next part of the walkthrough. So right now there's 2 major parts, so I think I'm going to bang this out into 2 episodes, and then we'll just continue from there every time a big part comes out. So yeah, let's get it started. As of right now, there's really only one character. 102. There's really only one character type. So even if you have all these classes, they really don't, there's no changes. The only difference is their stat. So for the walkthrough, we're just going to start with Knight and we'll finalize. So they're going to be making a lot of changes to this and adding a lot of things. Like the first game, or the first video we did was very bare bones. Now we're going. All right, so what do we got? We got our armor sets. This is your pot, like this is your health pot, and this is your mana pot. It's really nice that they give you 2 and 5 every time, so you don't have to like reallocate like in Elden Ring in some of the Souls games. So yeah, there's no real weapon differences. There's also no armor differences. It seems to be just cosmetic, but we're gonna just be doing a full strength build because that's really all there is to make right now.
Why, hello there.
You got a pearl. So
I am a Kristala, leader of the Ruxaka.
I'm going to skip the dialogue for the most part.
Yes.
Pleasure meeting you, I'm sure. Atreus Stone, 7 days, providing. Okay, when the game fully comes out, I'm sure we'll start like understanding a lot of this. But really, you're just doing. It's like the rite of passage for your clan. That's basically the whole concept of this game. This is your bonfire, campfire, whatever you want to call it. So what we just picked up is a crystal. Now those crystals allow you to add spells to the skill tree. So I believe by default it starts you with Roar, which not the best. It's basically like a knockback. This one's pretty nice. This is the this allows you to throw poison darts. So we're gonna buy that. Everything underneath, these are upgrades for them. So it's pretty easy how it works. The shop, this is if you want to buy consumables, you can do that. This is your fast travel and your stats, obviously. So it's not much different from your average Souls game. But underneath, so here's our magic. I'm sorry, I'm covering it, but there you go. And then if you hold LT, you can use all your abilities. What else do we have? The rest you'll all kind of learn through the tutorial, but if you hold Y, that changes between your fists, essentially, which aren't bad in this game, and your sword. I never used the fist once. They're kind of weak. So, yeah. So we're just going to skip through a lot of this. This is really just the tutorial area, so it's just going to show you stuff. That crystal in top right, that tells you how many levels you have to put into stats. So instead of giving you a number, it gives you like a bar, like a level bar. So we're just going to clear all of this out just to get some easy XP at the beginning of the game. So as I said, this game's not fully complete, but I don't recommend just beelining for the end because you want to collect as much stuff as possible to prepare you for when the game fully comes out, even in parts. So I think we're going to do this this full walkthrough a couple times, honestly. But yeah. So I think we're good. Yeah, you don't have to take any of these guys. They don't drop anything. So as long as you hit everything, you're good to continue. So one of the big things in this game that you got to know is you have a stealth system. So if you hold down B, you can go into stealth. You can't just like slow walk. Some enemies you can, but I noticed it's a little janky. This we're going to come back and do later. There's a little bit of a Metroidvania aspect to this in the sense that there's some things you want to come back for. So, yeah. These are lore, so these are memories. Forgotten favor. Drop on down.
Stitch and stack. Expect the bones of Rocky Man's. Stitch and stack. Stuff his guts and fury face. Stitch and stack. Keep 'em.
Leave it back, filthy cats. So this is a guy that doesn't like cats, even though everyone's a cat. So what we just picked up there is a crafting material. So here's your inventory. This is what we have. These we picked up in the beginning area when we were fighting those guys, learning how to fight. These are basically like clusters of souls that you can use. So, I mean, you could pop those now. Normally you pop them by a bonfire, but that's an easy 200 right there. This is something that they actually added to the game since we did the original walkthrough, or actually original video. So this is so that it they kind of did this so that it kind of narrows you to one way, kind of makes it a little more linear, but you'll see how it works. It's not too complicated. In fact, I kind of like it. So you just have to find these to essentially move forward. That's like the new main mechanic that they added. Oop. Oop. I don't believe there's anything down low. Yeet. And then open the gate. So they're really just teaching you the basics. New sword and claws. This really just gives you, so if you were running a different class, it just gives you what we have in our hand right now. As I said, there's really only a strength build right now. So right now is when you want to start learning a lot of the attacks. So I always attack these guys with heavy attacks and then parries. This game, you really want to get good with parries. There's a lot of parrying will save you in a lot of boss fights. It'll save you in a lot of things. It's like Sekiro's if you played it. So just tap LT to parry. It takes a little bit to get used to, but if there's anything that's taking a lot of hits to kill, generally what you want to do is tap backwards, like dodge backwards, and then stab. So that's probably the best way of doing it. Wagon coin, so that's a currency used to buy items. New armor. As I said, armor is just cosmetic right now, but the shield guys are kind of like the more tanky version of the guys we just fought. So these are guys you want to parry as best as you can. Just like that. I mean, that wasn't great, but you know what I mean. These guys are pretty easy to fight. So there's a lot of buildings you can go into, so we will open this one first. Bog. What do we got? What do we got? More coins. Now, did I grab any? No, not yet. Okay, we'll get to that. So these guys attack in forts. They're not too hard, but the first one's like, yep, so 1, 2, then they pause, 1, 2. See, not too difficult. So now it's going to teach you how to stealth. Same concept, just get behind them, tap that RT button, little throat slash. I always recommend taking out, there's kind of like a hierarchy of enemies you should take out. You have the tankier guys, which we haven't come across yet. Then you have the guys with no shields, or guys with shields, and then the guys with no shields. So that's kind of the hierarchy of how you're going to fight, or what you want to like prioritize during stealth. Boop. What do we got? Boom. So lingering favor. These you're going to want to throw on. These are, oh, oopsies. Well, that's okay if we use one. The reason we're going to throw those on is because if you're running out of health and you're in a big fight, you can pop one of those. Those are the non-permanent versions of your flask. So you only get a certain number of those, but you do get some by killing the guys with shields. Boom. So always try and take out the stun guy first. Got stuck there for a second. So see, we got another favor from them. I'm going to try and save my favors just because there will be more useful later on. Plus, we're coming up on a bonfire anyway, right here. Nice. Green is lore, so these are paper lore, the lost charts. We'll break this. So that just takes us back to where we were. That's not a person over there, is it? No, that's a... It's a little confused there. So, now while we have 2 levels... we're going to pop these. Just to get us a little extra hundo. And we're going to start upgrading strength. We're going to get that to 10. Ideally, we get them both to 20, vitality and strength. You really don't have to worry about anything else. I never had a problem with endurance. I'm sure they're going to rebalance that later. But if you look at the stats, a lot of them kind of coincide with each other. So let's say you do strength. You're still going to get some stamina out of it or weight or whatever. But we're going to go up right now. That didn't work, but that's okay. Come on. Ooh, I thought I could get that off. That's a shame. Alright, coin. Now we're going to take out these 2 right here. Whoa. Nice. All right, so now we're going to turn around and we're going to clear. So all these buildings, I think all of them except for maybe one, we can't go into. So I would do the right side first just because it's the most, just to make it easy. So we'll go, try and stay on the roofs because the roofs and windows are what's going to get you inside. So I don't think it's this one. See, the problem is a lot of these look the same. So it's understandable that you would miss some things, but so let's go this way. Now this one, more coins. Right now there's nothing to really buy in the game, but again, make sure you have some coins on you just so you don't miss out on anything. Is it possible to get in this one? No. So this is just a non-use building. 1, 2, 1, 2. That one we cleared, and then how about this one? Yep. Nice. Dregs. Bog. Okay. So we'll move forward. What part do we want to clear next? Probably left first. Locked from the other side. So when it says that, that usually means there's another way in. Nothing too crazy. Like, it's never like, you need to find a key. Sometimes there is, but it's pretty uncommon. Okay, you know what? Let's clear up first. We'll do it that way. So again, always try and prioritize the shield dude, because he's the one that's gonna really kick your ass. Boom. Perfect. Easy 3 right there. Does this open? Yes. Boom. Some more favor. Nothing too crazy. Head on down. I know there's something in here. I just don't remember where. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. This is the one that you could go in and get like an easy stab on one of these guys, but it's not, again, not super worth it. It's easier to do it from the top. Boom. More favor. You want to get as many of those as possible, just because they're nice to have in a pinch. But don't go that way just yet. We're going to go up top. Boom. Nice. Now, before we clear these out, we're going to go over here. We're going to crouch. Now, here's our first tank. These guys you do not want to get into a fight with, especially if you're just new to parrying. I know how to parry, and I still don't want to deal with them. So I try and lock on, and then get behind, and then stab. And now you just have to kind of stab him again. It allows you to get double backstab on him, which is pretty nice. Excuse me. So now, open this. You got one guy in here. Nice. In favor. Head on up. Go. Nothing in there. Yeah. Head to this one. I don't think there's much in here. Yeah, just this. A purse and fledgling alms. Now, to this day, I don't really know what these are. So we picked these up. These are the bogs. This allows you to throw poison. So this is like your poison bomb. We will be getting a lot of those. And then this offered in exchange for safe passage to a ethereal font last honored. So this allows you to TP back to the last bonfire, but I don't know if it actually gets rid of your level stats. Truthfully, I'm not sure, but at this point we've cleared all this out. We'll get that later because we need a key to open that. So as you can see, we have two things to do in the top left. That's like our main mission. This area is a little difficult. I will not lie to you. There's a lot to do. So make sure you have full health or at least a lot of pots so that you can get through it pretty easily. So we have to collect Liliman scrolls. So there's one. That's a cosmetic. Here's another scroll, so that's 2. So we've cleared upstairs. Going to... Ooh, I was really hoping that I can stealth kill this guy, but he's an easy one. There's a shield guy underneath, so just be careful. Oh, yeah, he heard me. That sucks. That's okay. Wow. Did not realize he hit me. Cosmetic item, bog, more cosmetics. Come on. So when you have that much space, I always recommend using the heavy attack, LT, just to make sure that you can get like a good hit off. We won't go out that way. That way is a little bit of a pain. We're going to go out a different way. Grab this, Forgotten Favor. Boom! Big kick. Purse. Scroll. Go across. Boom. Favor. Favor. More favor. So that's nice. We have a total of 8. Luckily, I don't need it yet, but we're going to come up on a shortcut in a second. So we've cleared that out. Now, these guys are a little bit of a problem. You want to get used to their parrying, but these guys will hit very hard. Okay, so this is high water. Anything high water doesn't allow you to dodge or roll, so be very cognizant of where you are. These guys, they're not very hard. Just kind of stay up on them. You just don't want to get poisoned. These guys will poison you. Yeah, I'll show you. So see, it takes a couple to poison. So these guys aren't really the ones you have to worry about. It's really the spiders, which we won't deal in. We won't be dealing with them in this video. We'll be dealing with them in the next part, I believe. How are we looking? 19 minutes? I think we could clear quite a bit before we end this video. We'll clear this area and then we can start moving on to the next area. That's probably how we'll do it. Okay. So before we continue that way, which there's not much left, we're going to go onto here. We're going to jump onto this rope. And then right there, is one of these guys. Now, these guys, as I said, these are the ones you have to worry about. The rest you don't really have to worry about. But we're not going to do that just yet. Go here. We're going to climb up. Yeah, there. Here's the 4th scroll, and then the 5th scroll's up here as well. So, I forgot to mention this before. That's the cosmetics. If you touch these, it's an instant death. If you get close to them, you get poisoned. So you never want to, you can't even jump over them and unless it's in certain spots. That's what's a little obnoxious about them, but not a big deal. Again, the beauty of a walkthrough guide is I'm going to show you guys where and when you can you can jump. So that was the 5th scroll, so we're good there. The key should be in Fort Kota. We'll get to that. Got one of these dudes. Go this way. Jump backwards. Now we're gonna clear this real fast. So sometimes, see, I make the mistake of jumping and then, like, I hit at the wrong time, but that's okay. Try and get to high ground as fast as possible, just so you can dodge. Cattail bouquet, or bouquet. I don't know why I said bouquet. As you can tell, I'm a little groggy. That's a crafting item. Go into stealth mode. Take that guy out. Forgotten favor. Oh. As you can see, claws are not that great. Just hold Y to change back to your sword if you ever mess up. Now we got a big one. Now this one has a little bit more health, but same concept. So just hit it with a heavy. Very simple. If you can get the heavy off, always do it. Boom, boom. We'll take these guys out just because they're so easy. Yeah. Boom. Okay. So, in here, we have, that's the area that I said, oh, we're going to go out a different way. So that's, this whole side's done. So we'll quickly clear this, which is really just this guy left. So this is where you want to, like, start getting used to the parry system. Like, you really want to practice on these guys because these guys will mess you up pretty bad if you're not careful. They actually hit the hardest, I believe. So there's that. Oops. Yeah, here we go. Boom. So that opens the gate shortcut, which we will get in a second. I know there's a way up there. I don't know why I can't find it, but we'll go this way. Grab this. More bog. Go this way. We will grab this. Forgotten favor. We're getting a lot of stuff here that we're not even using. Again, don't be afraid to use your right D-pad in Forgotten Favor or whatever it's called. What's it? I should know this. So this is, hold on, this is Stigma Rubinus. This is your lingering favor. Sorry. So don't be afraid to use those if you have to. Boom, pinch of dust. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, that's right. Boom, 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 boom. Go over to here. What is this? Oh, that's a tank, but you don't have to worry about that. Worry about that for now. Why do I not remember how to get into here? Oh, God, I'm looking at it. Oh, yeah, because of that's right, the spore. So jump to here. Boom, boom. Grab this. Nice. Hit this. Crawl up here. And grab that. More coins. Slide. Okay, cool. 25 minutes in? Yeah, perfect. So this will probably be like 4 parts actually rather than 2, just to play it safe. So just crawl across here. There should be one more of these guys. Come here. Now this guy glitches out a little bit, but don't take him lightly because don't take him lightly because even though he's glitching out, you can still, he like turns on you, you know? So there's more favor. Boom. There's angler trappings. Then another one spawns. That's right. So real fast, let's just hit him with some poison, just so I can show you how that does. See, it does quite a bit of damage. And you can use it quite a few times. If you're really in a pinch. So real fast, falling into deep water. It won't kill you, but it does do quite a bit of damage to your health. So just keep that in mind. But now we're going to hit this. And this is our shortcut back to start. So that's where we'll wrap it up. Let's just quickly use all this. So all 3 of those. Boom, all of those. Now, I always find it funny because I think it allows you to accidentally double up if you're fast enough. Like if you press pause and hit it a couple times, like before it's in use, you can actually kind of like farm souls. So devs, if you're watching, might want to just fix that. But yeah, so we're just going to keep getting our strength up because my health's pretty good. If you feel like you're lacking in health, I would recommend actually still going strength because later on, there's going to be some things that's going to take a lot of hits to kill. So, yeah. But we'll wrap it up there. That'll be the first part, and then we will clear the next part and the next boss, or the first boss, in the next episode.